Still flawless.
Hey guys, it's Noah from Boy Talk, and you're tuned in into my takeover. Today, I'd like to share with you guys some of my most favorite skincare tips. However, do not mistake me for a beauty expert because I am not that at all. But I do have some really good, reliable tips that I use to help me maintain my skin. Well, specifically my face. I have about 5 really reliable tips, and I'm going to share them with you guys. So my first tip, many of you may think it's pretty overrated, but I really rely on water. Like water is I've been drinking on that one. Water. Like it just really is God's gift to earth. I really used to hate water growing up, like being home with my parents and being like, I'm thirsty. And they'd be like, well, you better get some water. Don't nobody want no water? Of course, they'll always be like, well, you ain't thirsty. So I used to just have to force myself to drink water, but it had a lot of benefits for my skin. I didn't expect that, back then just being young and just wanting some juice or some Kool-Aid, you know what I'm talking about. But water actually really helps keep your skin cleansed. So I try to drink anywhere from 6 to 8 glasses of water, and I move around. I move around a lot. Like I'm at work, I'm at the gym, I'm socializing, being mixy, a lot. So it's just like sometimes it's hard for me to consume like as much water as I would like to, but whenever I can remember to, I'll definitely go for water. It's just really good for me because like sometimes I get like a lot of like acne, and many people don't know this because I try to consume as much water as possible, but I do. And I really like want to maintain my skin as much as I can. So I always try to keep it funky, whether I'm adding like strawberries or oranges, mints, anything like that that will help me kind of like extract those impurities. That's what I go for. So water naturally will help your skin, and it will help like kind of release those toxins and that dirt that gets like piled up in there and just isn't cute for nobody. So I basically once upon a time used to have like this weird breakout. Like I would never know what the cause would be. I still don't know what the cause would be. It probably was soda. But I used to always get like these weird breakouts, and I wouldn't know what to do. Like I would try to use like face scrubs. I would try to freaking put hot compresses on my face. Like I would try the works, and nothing would work except for water. So I definitely recommend that you guys just try to as much as possible. I'm not perfect, and I don't do it as much as I should, but just try to like up your intake of water. And one of the most beneficial factors is that like you get like a really healthy glow, and who doesn't like a glow? I know I do. So yeah, my number one tip would be water. And then like besides hydrating, which is important, obviously cleansing and exfoliating. Um, to be honest, I'm pretty lazy, and like I said, like I'm always ripping and running the street, so I don't really have the time to cleanse and exfoliate and cleanse and exfoliate. Like, who wants to do that? So, my next tip is a true benefit to me because it's like 2 in 1. I can like kill 2 birds with 1 stone, like they say, and that is my Dove Gentle Exfoliating Soap. See that? Okay. Yeah. So, this is like my go-to. Here we go. Maybe it'll focus eventually. Yeah. So, this is like my go-to like soap. Like, I used to use other soaps like Caress and Dial and Iris Spring, but that didn't work out for me. Like, it would be like leaving like that soap residue on my body, or like that scum, and then like the fragrances were just too strong, and I like have really sensitive skin, so it would like encourage breakouts. So I found that this soap, especially considering that like it's a gentle exfoliating soap, it really benefits my skin type. And to be honest, I don't even have a skin type. Like, my skin type is like so random. Like, some days it's dry, some days it's oily, some days it's normal, some days it's acne prone. So it took me a while to really figure out what tips worked for me. So maybe you guys can try out these tips and let me know, like, if they work for you. And then you guys can pay me. Just kidding. But yeah, like, give it a try. So I basically use this soap like twice a day, like in the morning and at night. And I use like a warm rag. Now, my rag that I use for my face is different from the rag that I use for my body. I just don't want to like be like scrubbing my underpits and then washing my face. Like, no, I don't have time for that. And I also try to use like loofahs, or like, what are they? Scrubbers, loofahs, exfoliating scrubs. I don't know. Google it. But I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Those help too because they assist the little micro beads that are in the soap to kind of really lather and exfoliate the skin. And one of the benefits for this is that it just keeps your skin really smooth. Like, that even look and that really soft and smooth appearance that many of us desire. And I know, like, for me, like in the wintertime, it's brutal on my skin. Like, I get extremely dry all up in here and down here. And that ain't gonna cut it. Like, I'm not here for that. So I'm happy that Dove included, my nails look disgusting. I'm happy that Dove included this gentle exfoliating like in their line, because I thought water was God gifts to earth. This just might be it. And then like the soap is really good for like your T-zone. So that's like across the forehead and down the center of your face. And it kind of like helps alleviate like the peeling that you may experience in the winter. For those who are like me, like, I don't know, like, the winter is just disrespectful. Like, it just comes through, sucks all the moisture out of my face, and the next thing you know, I look like a dry-faced, and I ain't got time for that. So I definitely invest in this as much as possible. I buy it by the bulk. I get it from Walmart. I usually get like the 6-pack because I don't really got time to be standing in those Walmart lines, and then it's like only one cashier, and girl, So I buy it in the bulk, and I use it twice a day, in the morning and the AM. I use a separate rag for my face, and you know what? It really, really helps, because once you start getting that dry skin and that like ashy look, it can really affect like your self-confidence, because you just feel like when someone's looking at you, they're just looking at you like, why is his face so dry? And like, yeah, no. So you guys can invest in this. It's definitely a good investment. My nails are definitely disgusting. And it's pretty inexpensive. Well, actually, Dove is like one of the more expensive lines, but trust me, it's an investment that you want to take part in. I just can't get down with like those other brands like Caress and Dial and Iris Spring. And for those of you watching who do use that, again, different strokes for different folks. We all have different skin types and different things that work for us. But for me, I find that Dove is like my go-to brand. I use the body washes, I use the deodorant, I use the lotion. So yeah, I'm pretty invested in Dove. Maybe I should be like the spokesman or something. And then like one of my newer tips, or one of my newer products, this is like tip number 3, by the way, guys, keep up, is my peel off mask. I recently got this from Family Dollar. And yes, so what? You know what? Like, listen, if you want to maintain your skin, but you also want to maintain that bank account, so if you can get good products, from Family Dollar, just like you can get from like Ulta or other beauty supply stores who are just going to up the price because of who they are, go for it. So this is Freeman Feeling Beautiful Cucumber Peel-Off Mask, and it works wonders. Again, like, it's fairly new in my regimen. I tried it out with one of my friends like last week after we got our haircuts, and it really works. Like, I felt a bit refreshed. I felt like my skin was clearer, and this focus is not really working. Okay. But I felt like my skin was a bit clearer considering that like I had went almost a month without a haircut and I just looked atrocious. So this was a lifesaver, and I really encourage those who may have like dry or rough skin to possibly go out. You can purchase it, like I said, at Family Dollar. I'm sure you can get it from Walmart. You can order it online and things of that sort. But yeah, this works. It helps like clarify and renew the skin. So for those who have like imperfections or blackheads and blemishes and things of that nature, this is really good. My friend liked it. He's like ready for like the second treatment. He's gonna have to buy it himself. And I'm really excited to like incorporate this into my regimen. I really would see myself using this more in like the fall and winter seasons because that's when I experience more like dry skin. And like I said, I don't want to be considered no dry face. So this is really, really cute. And it's basically like a peel away. So it's easier to clean up. You don't really have to worry about your your face mask. I'm sorry, your face rag getting like dirty or et cetera, because you like peel it off for the most part. And it's like really like cool on the skin. Like you actually feel like someone's like constantly fanning you. I feel so important right now. So yeah, you feel like someone's like actually fanning you, and to my understanding, this is like one of the more cheaper um, face masks. This ran me about $4. Well, Family Dollars. I maybe I got ripped off, but yeah, this was about $4. And I'm not against buying it again. I mean, it worked out pretty good for me. And again, like I said, my friend really enjoyed it, so that was cute. And like the cucumber and the aloe, that's like two of the most active ingredients in the product. It really like kind of like soothes your skin. Again, like it gives you that cool feeling while moisturizing your skin. When I think about getting products for my skin, I'm looking for products that have like moisturizing ingredients because I kind of do want to extract all of the dirt and the impurities out of my pores, but I don't want to extract like the moisture that I don't want to extract the moisture that I need. I kind of want to lock that in or, replace it. So this definitely does so. You know, in terms of application, you just apply an even layer to cleansed face, your cleansed face. You just like apply like an even layer. It's clear, like it really doesn't come out green like you would think, considering it's cucumber. Um, yeah, up. Bear with me, people. So yeah, it's really clear, and when it dries, like a white line will appear indicating that it's dry and it may be ready to be peeled off. And you just leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. I would definitely encourage you guys to avoid certain parts of your face. Like, this is really good, but make sure you don't get it like on your headline, your eyebrows, obviously your eyes. It's for external use only. And then other facial hair, excuse me, like your mustache, pardon me. Mine's is really thin, but still you don't want to really get it on that. And then like, what is this? A beard, goatee, whatever it is, chin hair. You just really want to refrain from getting it on that. And then after that 5 to 10 minutes elapse, sometimes I go and do it for like 15 minutes just to be extra and hope that it makes a difference and probably extracts a little bit more impurities. You just simply peel it off. My fourth tip, it's like actually one of my most commonly used masks. And I used to use this mask like year round, But now that I've got my new peel-off mask, I think I'm gonna cater this mask to maybe the spring and summer seasons. So it is my mint julep mask. Like, this is so popular. Everyone that I know like uses it. Like, I can easily leave this at home one day and go to a friend's house and just be like, you want to like do a mask, and they will have this at their house. So it's really common, it's really cheap, and also I got this from Family Dollar. Go figure. So yeah, I got this like months ago, and I still have it. Like, you really just use like really small portions, but we'll get to the application soon. So again, this is like for those who have like oily or acne prone skin. And maybe that's why I think I'll begin to use this more in like the summer or the spring, because when I'm sweating and the sun is just beating me up, I think like I get really oily, and then naturally the oil encourages pimples, and when my pimples come, they come to play. So I'm not here for that either. So this one basically I pretty much like try to use like whenever I feel like a tender like do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, you could feel a pimple coming. Like, your skin gets really tender. So I try to apply it as soon as possible. And what it does is kind of like absorbs that oil that like I don't need. It's like not moisture. Yeah, it's not moist. It's not good moisture. It's like bad oil. It's like bad moisture. Whatever. So yeah, I try to like get this and just like apply it all over like my cleansed face. And similar to the peel off mask, I use it for about 5 to 10 minutes. But this one is just a bit more messier than the peel off mask, because for the most part it is actually green. It's very green actually. And it can just destroy like your washcloth. So I try to change my washcloth, like, this is the color. I try to like change my face washcloth like, once a week, like basically every Saturday when I do my laundry. So my face rag, my body rag, my towel, all things like that get washed, and I replace them with fresh linen. And this literally like destroyed like one of my like favorite wash rags. So now I just like cater that to strictly taking off my mint julep mask. And again, like, I use it for 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, I'm extra and a little bit dramatic, so I keep it on for like 15 minutes until it's darn near cracking and falling off my face. And I just remove it and rinse it with a warm rag. So this basically was about $3. So yeah, these two were pretty much the same ballpark. But Family Dollar is like trying to get me with this one. So yeah, this one was about $3. Again, like, you buy it, and I've had it for like months in. So it's like, considering that you only use like small portions at a time, you really can like keep it, and it doesn't require you to go buy more and like dip into that bank account that we try to keep up above 1,000. So yeah, basically this is like really, really good. And I would encourage those who have like oily skin, or if you really have a lot of acne sometimes, like, to incorporate this into your regimen, because what it does is it dries out your face. Yes, it dries out your face. However, there are also moisturizing ingredients that helps lock in that moisture that your face needs to ensure like that nice even and smooth appearance. So those of you who have this, I'm sure you can attest that this is really, really good. This is like a new look. It used to be completely green or maybe completely blue. I really can't remember. But it's a new look, but it's the same product. So this is tip number 4, and it's one of my favorites. It really gets like a deep cleanse, and you could feel it. Like, for those of you who like uses Blistex for your lips or things like that, it's kind of like Blistex for your face. Like, you just feel like like a real cooling sensation, and it just feels like it's working. And that's what I like. I like things that just make me feel like I'm at like a spa, and like I just spent $60 when in reality I spent $4 2 months ago, but I still have the product. And then my fifth and my most favorite technique is my moisturizing product, and it is shea butter. Um, if you could take anything from this video, I'm pretty cheap. This was $3.99, and I got this from a beauty supply store down in Asbury Park. So, I this is like from, I don't know, like ancient history, and it really helps because for me it's like a superb moisturizer. Like I used to use like Aveeno and other brands of lotions, and I would find myself like kind of dry. My skin would be kind of irritated. But with this, it's like long lasting. Like I kind of have it on now, and besides the light shining on my forehead, this is what's really causing me to look like bright and vibrant. So this is unrefined shea butter. It's 100% natural. And again, I got it from a beauty supply store. So if you're interested in really superb moisturizers, I encourage you guys to get shea butter. Also, it's like, has like this exceptional healing. I don't even know what it is, but maybe it's God's hands in the product somewhere, but it really helps. Um, Last November, I was involved in one of my more traumatic experiences. I was assaulted by someone who we won't speak about, and as a result, I needed to get 8 stitches on my face. From a distance, I like to think that you can't really see the scar, but when you're up close and personal, you could see where I had the laceration and I had to get the 8 stitches. I was really concerned on how my face would look afterwards. So I took the doctor's recommendations and applied the bacitracin to make sure the stitches were clean. And then post getting the stitches removed, I quickly invested in the shea butter, because the shea butter, was like an overall use that would help me, maintain the correct complexion and help heal the scar. And I think it's okay. I'm still kind of coming to terms with having such a scar on my face. I mean, it was just recently when I got used to having this. This is from when I was younger, and I was running around the couch and tripped over the arm of the couch and bumped my head on like an end table. So I just came to grasp with this, and I have to come to grasp with this, and it's just a lot. But I digress. So this is like definitely another one of my lifesavers, and it really just helps me shine bright like a diamond. It's like my at-home glow kit. Like, some people are like, well, what did you do last night? Where were you at? And I was like, I was home in bed, but this morning I applied my shea butter, and now I'm here giving you shine bright like a diamond realness. So ultimately, I always rely on the shea butter. When I'm out and I may have left it at home, there are other products I use. Dove lotion is pretty good. I would use Aveeno Skin Relief because that helps. But for the most part, I try to go with this because it has like vitamin A in it, and that really helps with like the blemishes. And sometimes like I really just get like uber blemishes. Never understand why. I just get them and I try to get rid of them as fast as possible. So whenever I'm looking or seeking for a smooth appearance, I just always apply this. And if I have any scars, whether they be on my back, sometimes I get them on my hands from working out so much. I try to apply that, and it really corrects the skin and makes it even in terms of complexion, and really makes your melanin pop. So yeah, I always go for that. As a bonus, I want to share with you guys like one of my lip kit treatments. So I went to Sephora. Now this is really expensive in my opinion. I went to Sephora and bought this little fella. It is a sugar lip polish. It's basically just like a lip exfoliator because I know for me, I used to engage in some activities where I would be like smoking some things, and my lips would just like become discolored or really dry and like have like ridges in it, and I just was like, that's not appealing. And I talk a lot, so I'm like, I don't want nobody thinking like, why is this like crusty lip man talking to me? So I invested in this. This literally ran me like $22 to $25. Probably never again. And you got a gag. Like I had this since like 2000 and since like before Christ, and I still have it. So it is expensive, but for those of you who may want to try this but don't really want to spend the money, you could get like raw honey or just natural honey and add sugar to it and then stir it, and it's going to give it like this consistency that's similar to this scrub. The scrub is really, 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 really good. It smells awesome. It tastes awesome, and then like it like removes like that top layer off your lip, and it works because for me, I know like sometimes I look at my lip and I'm like, okay, like something's not working. I apply this, problem solved. If you have any excess scrub, you can just, you know, again, similar to the mask, just remove it with a warm rag. And then this is like my favorite lip moisturizer. It's the EOS Egg. I just found out that Walgreens rips the girls off. So I get that from Walmart now, and I lose it like once every 2 weeks. So I have like 2 more on standby. Any chance I'm in the store, like I just like pick that up. Like I pick up like eyebrow stuff and lip stuff because I just lose that stuff all the time. So yeah, those are my tips. Number 1, again, hydrate, water. Number 2, cleanse and exfoliate. So I use my gentle exfoliating Dove soap. My Peel Off Mask by Freeman, rather inexpensive. And number 4, my Mint Julep Mask, rather inexpensive, by Queen Helene. And my Shea Butter, which assists me in a smooth appearance and correcting those scars and making sure this melanin pops severely. So guys, that is all of the tips that I have for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can follow me on Instagram at American Boy. You can also follow Boy Talk at Boy Talk Online. And be sure to tune in to the new season premiering November 6th at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube. Thanks, guys, and see you soon.
Still flawless.